Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Marissa Monroy. It has been a difficult week of pain and protests for this city and for this country. We know many people are hurting. Some of us are angry, others are anxious, and all of us are trying to figure out how to cope with the impact of a pandemic and a community that is shaken up.
George Floyd is still alive. He's alive through me and through everybody else who was out here.
We know we have to use this moment to stand together and speak out against injustices. City Council has begun that process by opening up conversations about the policies that exist within our organization.
I just wanted to take the moment to make sure to say we cannot continue to stick our fingers in our ears and just wait for the next eruption of anger. I've joined with my colleagues and we're asking for a couple of very specific things this work week that we can build upon. We have got to, we are obligated. We have got to start to root out the racism in our police department and to create a truly just and truly equitable system that ensures that public safety is accessible to all members of our community, the entire community, not certain segments of our community.
Hundreds of people spoke out about the struggles and inequities they've experienced and are looking to our city leaders to act.
In response to what I had seen in the demonstrations last weekend, when the week started, I called this special called meeting. It was something that some of my colleagues had also indicated that they had an interest in having, so that as a community we could get together and talk about what it is that happened in those demonstrations, with an eye to making sure that as we went forward, we would be doing things differently and doing things better. We had this special called meeting, and I'm really grateful for the pretty incredible emotional investment made by hundreds of residents who joined the City Council on Thursday and spoke. The momentum for real change in our city right now is clear. And I know that work has already begun between and among City Council offices on real specific steps we can be taking now. And on the agenda that just came out, I think there are at least 4 different resolutions from council members.
Austin City Manager Spencer Cronk also shared that the City of Austin will continue to support and advance the city's work around undoing racism and unconscious bias training so that the experiences of some will be understood by the many, and we will build a better understanding of how institutional racism impacts the quality of life for communities of color. Of course, all of this is taking place during a pandemic. Austin health officials encourage everyone to continue wearing face coverings and practice social distancing. If you participated in the recent protests, you can get tested for the virus. Details at austintexas.gov/COVID-19. More on the pandemic now. A phased-in approach is being used to reopen city services with modified operations. Health officials are encouraging everyone to stay 6 feet apart from each other while visiting city parks. Some city pools are now open with free 2-hour reservations. Staff and lifeguards are taking extra precautions to keep everyone safe and facilities clean. Splash pads remain closed for now. To see what pools are open and reserve your time, visit austintexas.gov/parks online or call 512-974-9330. When it comes to libraries, the actual buildings remain closed, but people are now able to use book drops and curbside pickup services. Animal Services will continue to offer on-site adoptions by appointment only. And Austin Code's Finance Cashier Office will resume normal operations and be open for in-person services. During the pandemic, city staff continue to provide critical and essential community services while evaluating necessary safety measures to ensure a safe and healthy environment for our community and our workforce. Turning now to COVID-19 updates out of council. They include a number of measures to expand services for residents who may be starting to venture outside of the home, residents in need of childcare, or residents in search of food access. Council approved the creation of a pilot program to enable restaurants, bars, and retail stores to expand into private parking lots, streets, and sidewalks to help them operate safely while social distancing. United Way is providing childcare assistance to residents impacted by the pandemic who are ineligible for pandemic relief provided under the CARES Act. The Austin Public Education Foundation is working with local vendors to provide meals for caregivers of students at Austin area schools who are experiencing food shortages due to the pandemic. And finally, Council adopted a spending framework to effectively and responsibly direct the allocation of millions of dollars of federal and local COVID-19 relief funding to support Austin residents and the economy. If you want to catch up on any of this, just go to atxn.tv and click on Archives for a video recording of the most recent meeting. That's it for this week's City View. Thank you for watching, Austin. Be sure to catch up on all of the latest information on atxn.tv, our social media channels, and on our dedicated webpage, austintexas.gov/COVID-19. Stay well, Austin.